Joining me now from Southern California, caregiver, activist, and protest organizer, Naomi Soria. Naomi, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's a high school in San Diego where you reside named Patrick Henry.
That's
and
right.
This is one of those moments in time, I think, that the kids who, if they were going to school right now, might learn something about the Patrick Henry of today, maybe you, versus the Patrick Henry of 1776.
Oh, that sounds so beautiful.
Well, it's true. And in downtown San Diego, on the weekend, you and how many of your best friends joined a rally down there over the weekend?
To be honest, not a single one of my best friends showed up, but fellow patriots showed up, and it was beautiful to see so many people who agree with the same things to show up in numbers.
It's interesting the mainstream media is saying, oh, it's just a few pockets, just a few people, scattered protests here or there. Is that the way you would characterize it?
Absolutely not.
How would you characterize it?
I think that about 500 people showed up, and I would characterize it as it was just a beautiful experience.
A push for freedom, right?
A push for freedom.
Is this based, or is it not? I don't want to put words in your mouth. Is it based on the Constitution and the First Amendment and being able to go about our lives?
Yes, it is, absolutely, 100%. It's about the Constitution and upholding it.
Is there a similarity here? Because I feel it, especially among the mainstream media, probably on social media as well. I want to talk about that in a minute. But in the mainstream media, they're poo-pooing these protests, right? And It's not just California. It's Michigan. It's North Carolina. It's Virginia, various states where they have draconian measures going on. But it seems to me the same thing that they did to the Tea Party movement about 10 years ago, and the same thing they did to the Donald Trump movement during the 2016 election cycle. Do you see the same?
Yes, it's a pattern.
And that is? Suppress people who want freedom.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So the media is attacking you, and then social media.
Yes.
Tell me about your experience on social media and what you've had to do and what kind of changes in your life you've had to make.
I've been receiving a lot of death threats, people telling me that I deserve to die, that my children deserve to die of coronavirus. I've had to change my life, and the fact that I've had to really lock down my social media and just be really careful of things that I say and the things that I comment on. And I'm just aware more of my surroundings because people have made some serious threats against me.
It's rather shocking, isn't it, to know that people who live around you, either closely or remotely, either way, American citizens, fellow American citizens who have constitutional rights, are out there threatening you for defending their constitutional rights.
Yes, and other activists as well.
All right. So we now know that you, of course, have been organizing on social media,
Yes.
As are other rallies. And we now know that Mark Zuckerberg is saying, oh, you know what? We can't have this.
Yes.
This is what's considered misinformation. Tell me, Naomi, what part of what you've been putting on Facebook is misinformation?
Nothing. All I do is talk about the Constitution, which cannot be changed.
So if Facebook shuts you down, what do? Do you send out emails? Do you have a plan B for the next time? And I presume there is going to be a next time because you're a fighter.
Yes, there's a whole phone tree. We don't need social media.
All right, so there's another way around this.
Yes.
In the meantime, there are people in San Diego County who apparently believe you're some sort of threat.
Yes.
And that would include the San Diego Police Department?
Yes.
And what are they saying, and what are you hearing?
So San Diego Police Department contacted me yesterday and let me know that they contact the city attorney's office and they will be issuing a warrant for my arrest, and they will be there at my protest on Sunday at 1 p.m. in Pacific Beach.
So you're doing another protest this weekend?
Yes, I am.
And so is this warrant going to stop you?
No.
What flows through your veins when you hear, we support the police, right? You and I support the police.
Absolutely, 100%, and they have been wonderful thus far.
But we don't support brown shirts. We don't support people who carried out orders just because they're carrying out orders when they know they're doing something wrong, right?
Correct.
In other words, this is based on the Constitution. This is based on your individual rights.
Yes.
And that's why you're doing this, right? Again, I don't want to put words in your mouth. It's why I go on this program every night defending the Constitution.
Yes.
Is it why you're doing this?
Yes, 100%. That is why I'm doing this.
Because you know in California your constitutional rights are being trampled upon.
They're being infringed upon every single day.
Well, this should be a nonpartisan issue.
Right.
Right? I mean, is that the way you look at it?
That is the way I look at it.
But it really, does it Is it playing out that way, that it's a nonpartisan issue? Are there lines being drawn here?
There is no line.
Meaning?
There's no line being drawn here right now.
That this should be any American, no matter what their party affiliation is?
No matter what, the Constitution should be upheld.
All right, here's your moment to advertise your event on Sunday for anybody in Southern California. I want to hear about it. What is it? Where is it? What time, etc.
So on Sunday, we will be gathering at 1 p.m. in Pacific Beach at the main lifeguard tower. Bring all your signs, bring all your blowhorns, your megaphones. Be prepared to sing Amazing Grace and stand in unison. And I cannot wait to see all of you guys be patriotic, wear white, bring your American flags, and let's stand up for the Constitution.
1 p.m. at the main lifeguard tower in Pacific Beach, which obviously is at the ocean in San Diego. If you're not sure, you can Google it, it'll come up. If you live in Orange County, just north of San Diego, if you live in Riverside County, just north of San Diego, if you live in Los Angeles and you care about what this woman is doing, and you care about your constitutional rights, you may want to consider supporting. Naomi, thank you, and thank you for being a courageous American.
And thank you for having me.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.